Hey, welcome to our Thursday Lysander build. And I've done it again and not switched the bloody light on.
Yeah, turn it off, turn it off.
Yes. So, yeah. I can see in the comments, some of you noticed, yes, we're a couple minutes late. But again, it's because technical things. These things happen. Be patient. I'm sure 1 or 2 minutes isn't going to hurt you. GM says, first, ta-da! Yeah, that was at 11:45.
Julian says morning.
Morning, Julian. Yeah.
And
I
Julian
forgot.
says,
you've done it. Yep.
Yeah, I had to mute you because when we started the intro, we could hear you sniffling and stuff.
Oh.
Julian says, watch your panel. Sorry.
And then they're having a discussion about who was first, second, and third.
The important things.
Yes. Jim says, Guten Tag, y'all. Hello.
Bob says, hail, Mr. J. Thoughts on self-attaching seat belts, otherwise known as an octopus? Are you a sucker for that sort of thing? Sorry.
I think that's on about the Tomahawk Cruise Julian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the rocket-assisted wheelchair.
Yeah, Robert says, latest update from RAW, rocket-assisted wheelchair.
Yeah. Now they're talking about starfish. There you go. Jim says, please remember to click on the like button, y'all. Mikey will greatly be most grateful. There we go.
Yeah. Jim says, please remember to click the like button. Yeah. Duke says, g'day, all you beautiful people.
There we go. Oh, come on, StreamYard, you're being awfully slow today.
BG says, fire extinguishers don't have enough thrust. Need rockets and lots of really, really fast ones. Low.
Joe says, wow, you guys are here early. Get some sleep. Oh, that's right. Most of you are 6 hours ahead of me. Hello to all. GM is numero uno. Let's see.
Julian says, Bob, firework rockets as a bonus, inevitable explosion or crash for look parody.
Yeah. Yep.
And Ian says, greetings, troops.
Yeah. Hello. Stu says, hello to one and all. Hello.
Good morning, afternoon, evening.
Julian says, exactly, Bob, all inclusive. So even the blind would know something untoward had occurred, assuming the screaming hadn't given the game away. Oh,
Oh, come on, StreamYard.
GB says, panel still having a smoke then?
No,
definitely not.
What it was I was setting up, putting the intro in like 3 minutes before 12, and suddenly realized my phone has wiped the intro for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, you've got it all on your phone?
Yeah, because my computer can't handle running the videos and StreamYard at the same time. Ian says, I think someone needs to give Mikey a new battery for his clock. 4 minutes past already.
Yeah, well. Oh, well. Not the end of the world.
No.
So for the wheelchair, we're looking at a combination organic/robotic system. A Terminator meets ballistic projectile interplanetary wheelchair hybrid with, hopefully, less of the termination involved.
Yes. Yes. Or as we call it, the incidental oh my god. International Ballistic. International Ballistic Julian.
IBM.
Yeah. Intercontinental Ballistic Julian. There you go. My God, my brain's not working today.
And Adam says, hello, pretties.
Hello, Adam.
Yeah, good morning, sweetness.
Yeah. Oh, it's is he in yet? Because I know he's all excited by it. No, he's not in yet. When he comes in, I'll tell you. Yeah. That's the chat. Pretty much. Oh, we've got two more. There you
go. Alien Ian says, hello, everyone. The like button fondled. Lube and subscribed. Hadn't been mentioned for what feels like months.
Yeah. Charles says, John, you think you made a mistake the other day? Wasn't as bad as the modelling mistake I made last night. I bought decaffeinated coffee instead of real coffee. It's almost as bad as non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, wow.
You poor thing.
Thoughts and prayers.
Speaking of which, we do now have a button for when John does a Marley.
Yay.
Oh, yes. A Marley button.
Yes. Are we ready, boys and girls?
Yeah. Warning. Warning. This is a Marley alert. Stop what you're doing and rectify the Marley immediately. Failure to do so will result in problems later in the build and you looking like a total arse.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, we have a model Marley.
Oh,
what?
Let's have a look.
Oh, there we go.
We have a Marley Roo.
Yeah, that's that one. And we also,
his head.
Eh?
Yeah, he's looking. It's from the intro, isn't it? When he's looking at that component.
Oh my God!
And we also have a Timothy model.
Oh, that is so cool!
Incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
Yeah, it's even got the little bottle.
Oh,
wow,
that's so good. Well done.
Yeah. I chucked them out overnight. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, that's the files that Julian sent me, which is absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Julian.
You'll have fun doing them.
Yeah. I think. They came minute. I could hardly see them on the build plate on the computers. I had to upscale them 4,000%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim says, Joe, like smoking a doobie that doesn't get you high. I think that's called a cigarette, isn't it?
Something like that, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I have some things to show you as well. Kay has done this for me.
Oh, she put it in a frame now. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she did that over a couple of days. Some diamond art for my room. And this arrived off Nick yesterday.
Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
124. 124 scale. It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah. 42.1 centimeters long when it's built. And in the box, he sneakily, because the box was still sealed when it arrived. So I don't know how he's done it. I think he sort of gently leaved the stickers off. But he put them in as well. Osprey
wow.
World War One.
Cool.
So thank you very much, Nick. I've already been looking at them. They're really good. Duke says, awesome work, Trevor and Julian. Yeah.
Alien Ian says, Jim, did you forget something?
What's that? Interplanetary ballistic Julian, aka Colossus, but highly amusing. Of whatever it proportions.
Gigantic proportions.
Gigantic proportions, yeah. Mm.
He uses all these big words, doesn't he, Trevor?
Yeah.
Not good for us.
No more than 4 syllables, please. It, at, and
Gargantuan is 4 syllables.
Well,
Gar.
yeah, well, 4 letters then. It, at, and That's it, yeah.
Yes, no, maybe.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, yes, as I said at the beginning, myself and John are working on the Airfix Lysander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, not doing too bad at the minute. We've got the cockpit and that done, haven't we?
Yeah, I have. So off screen, I painted up the interior of the fuselage to look like the formers and stringers and stuff. But yeah, not much is seen when it's together, but it's there. Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
And and that's all ready to go in. So I've just now painted the counterweights, those little things down there.
Yes.
Tail weights and in there. Yeah, so I went for just an exhaust manifold, metallic sort of gunmetal-y sort of color.
Yeah. I need to glue my navigator in. And, well, my rear gunner.
I think they go in after, don't they? Or they can do, I think. Not sure,
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Well, I need to paint the pilot as well.
Oh, it's a Joe Nama trading song. Paint the pilot. Try my
Oh,
balloon.
I also need to do the control panel.
Ooh. Was that selection okay, Mikey, that I put up?
It was. Yes. So we have mine and Trevor's options for the members' choice build. So they'll be going up in StreamYard later. Discord later on. I told you my brain's not working.
Yeah. I mean, I can stick the boxes if people want to see the pictures, so it's no problem.
Yeah. Trevor's picked the border models 135th. Oh, friggin' no. 135th. A6
Put your teeth back in.
A6M20, the Airfix 172nd Consolidated B24H Liberator, and the Dolan Hobby C-Lab 3 in 193rd scale.
Yeah, I thought I'd stick that in as a, what's the name, that one?
I've chose
Googly.
Yeah.
I've chose the Revel 124th ladder truck that I've just shown you, the AK 135th Land Rover 88, and the Smur 132nd Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. So the polls will be going up for them later on. Hobby Time says, hi guys. Hi, Hobby Time. Jem says, think I'll stick with UFO. That's only 3 letters, so Trevor could read that.
That's it, yeah. Yeah. I mean, for anybody that's not sure, that's the C-Lab.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I was thinking
to do the C-Lab.
I'm thinking the submarine from oh no, it's a different series.
Are you thinking of Seaview or DSV?
Seaview, yeah, that one. Seaview, DSV, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Paul says, good morning.
Morning.
And he's been waiting for this. Happy birthday, Paul. He's very
Happy
excited.
birthday, Paul. 21 again, mate. 21 again.
Ooh, yeah. Well, 20 and a half again. There we go.
All right then.
21 years and 6 months. 20 years and 6 months again. Bob says, GM, aren't they UAPs now? No, it's a UFJ, unidentified flying Julian. Joe says, the sub from Fantastic Voyage.
That's actually, it was an American, it actually existed, and it was an American experiment that was done that involved, Jacques Cousteau, whatever they called him, whatever his name was.
Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah, Jacques Cousteau. Yes, it involved him and some others, but it got abandoned. It got cancelled because there was a serious accident. I think two divers actually died.
Oh,
Oh. So if you do that, would you be putting the 2 divers in?
No, because they're dead.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
No, has it got? I don't think it's got figures. Hang on. Oh yes, it's got 2 aquanauts. Yeah, 2 aquanauts, ballast tanks, full colour decals, ocean floor display base, fully detailed interior, including laboratory, living area, baths, emergency breathing, mixture tanks. Yeah, so it's got a couple of crew. Yeah, and the front of it is actually, the front of it is clear plastic, so you can see inside.
Oh, I know what I'm voting for then.
Yeah.
If anyone would like to vote for me to do the ladder truck, I'd be very happy. I really want to do that. I need an excuse to do it.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with that one for you.
Ian says, happy birthday to Paul.
All right, there we go. Back on the camera. I'm gonna build the next section of my houses.
Paul says, cheers, guys. Wish I was 21 again. Yeah. Howard is saying hi to GM. GM says, that's not a sea lab. I've seen hamsters running around inside it.
Oh.
Ian Chambers says, My Little Lizzie is now, sounds like a kids' TV show, doesn't it? My Little Lizzie is now finished. So much easier in 1/72. I did finish an ASR variant and will put up photos later on the Airfix aircraft kit site. Cool. If you join Discord, you can put it on there for everyone as well. And show all the other channel members and subscribers. Jem says, Bobby, are the UFOs or space junk? Ian says, Paul, happy birthday. Paul says, 8 hours ago, Bognor Regis has had a World War II German magnetic bomb wash up on the beach. It's a 2,200 pound bomb. Bloody hell.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be a big bang.
Yes. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I need to
You sure?
tune it. Steady, Trevor. I can go off people, you know. Although you're probably safe because I've put up with John for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll send you a medal next week.
Cheers, buddy. John gets a long service conduct medal. Notice I left out the middle word.
Yeah. Bless him.
With clasping butt cheeks.
Yeah, he can't help it. He can't help it if he's Australian, can he? You know.
They say that. Yeah. Who knows?
Oh, hello. I've got your weather, Mikey.
You got my weather?
Rain. It's bloody raining hard. You sent me down here, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I had to, mate. Get out the way. God, my words are failing me today. GM says, I'm still 21. Duke says, happy birthday, Paul. Monica, aka DP with Baby Cake, says, hi, everyone. Hello. Paul says, thank you, guys. Very much appreciated. Yeah, he's been looking forward to that. To us wishing him happy birthday. June says, those 3D prints look awesome, Trevor. Sadly, now looking at some of the channel fan art on Discord, you may have unleashed a monster. DP says, happy birthday, Paul. And she said, hi to Julian. Jim saying, greetings, baby cakes. Hello, darling. Oh, friggin' no. Come on, StreamYard. Stop playing up. DP says, hi, Jim. Julian says, hi, I'm Monica. Sounds like a musical instrument. Jim says, I'm still 21 in my dreams. Duke saying, good day to DP. And Paul saying, Mikey, you sent that bloody rain. Yeah, we've got to share the Welsh weather, haven't we?
Yeah,
We're not
why
tight. We don't want you to have any droughts down there in England. We know you love your hosepipe bands and all that.
Does anybody have you seen these 3D printers that print? Well, basically, it's a resin printer, but it prints flat, so you can do like raised pictures and all that.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that should fit in lovely.
The only thing that's not cool at the moment is the price is just over £1,000 each.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, and you can alter the pipe of what you want what you want it to print, so that it can be raised a couple of mil, it can be raised half a mil, it can be raised 5 mil.
Yeah. DP says, hi, Duke. Julian, I'm 28 for the second time. Jim, you're younger than me, maybe 18 plus. No, that's just his DVD collection. I still need to get a 1/6 scale bloody jerry can. Not jerry can. Water can. To go with that Vickers. Let's see if I can find one. Because you've got to be realistic.
All right. And blue. What do I move on to? Yeah. Horizontal stabs, I think.
Stabby, stabby. This is the part I hate about doing aircrafts, joining the two halves of the fuselage.
Yeah. Can be a pain sometimes, can't it? Especially if the cock inside doesn't line up.
Yeah. Luckily, this kit fits beautifully.
Yeah, it does actually. It's a really, really nice kit, yeah.
It is, eh?
Airfix knocked it out of the park with this one, I think. Hopefully, they'll carry on with this sort of standard, but I doubt it. With the way things are changing with them.
Yeah, the Elvis looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Mind you, most of that's stalwart parts, isn't it? So they had the moulds anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's nice. Friends of Malls for Heroes, which is the IPMS group that sort of raises awareness for Malls for Heroes and stuff. They are setting up a whole brand new YouTube channel.
Oh.
And it's going, instead of being run by me and Mr. Morris, because we've got enough to do, it's going to be run by Mr. Skiffins and Carl. So they're going to be doing lots of cool stuff on there. So do go and make sure to check them out. Adam's got the new link. Or at least I sent it to him in Discord. So if you can find it for me, that'd be awesome. Like I said, it's a brand new channel. So I think what they're going to be doing is taking some of the videos down off the old channel and redoing them for the new one or something. I'm not sure. But they're also going to be doing lots of new content on there and things. Oh, and John, the 3 veterans are going to be in the intro for it, apparently.
Oh.
Because Skiffins asked me for a 20-second clip from our first 3 veterans episode. to put in the intro.
Huh.
So that'll be cool. We'll be famous. Or infamous, one or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I watched that first episode back the other night, and we really were like using potatoes for cameras and internet feeds. The image quality wasn't great on it, and Gary had that dodgy microphone.
Oh, that's right.
And me and Gary had that really crappy internet. It's quite strange seeing how far it's come now. Now, when it stutters, it's not the internet; it's me. Got comments. Jim says, "You're still younger than me, Julian." Jim says, "Some of the LP records are older than Jim. I'm talking 33 and a third RPM, not 78s."
Gramophone records.
Adam's put the link into the new Friends of Mods for Heroes YouTube channel. Thank you, Adam. Jim says, "My late brother had a 1965 copy of Frank Zappa and the Mothers of the Invention first album, Freak Out."
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I've got Elvis has just left the building in my head again because of, Trevor mentioned Elvis. So, I've got some Zappa going on.
I quite like Elvis. Some of his music. I prefer the classical version, though. So I've got the Royal Philharmonic play Elvis on CD.
Oh, I know the one you mean. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really good album.
Mm.
Matthew says, "Afternoon, everyone." Hello, Matthew. Jem says, "Another Mods for Hero stream. I've got 3 I'm linked to now." Yeah. Jim says, "Friends of Mods for Heroes has only 12 subscribers at the moment, so let's boost them." Yeah. I got a feeling that Skiffins and Carl are going to put a lot of effort into it. A lot more effort than me and Gary were able to. Jim says, "Mike, you were young and uninitiated back in 2024. So long ago." It was 2 years ago. Crikey, mate. DP says, "Hi, Adam." And I'm sure Adam says, "Oh, hi.
Okay, the new.
Oh, hi, the new. Where's me haggis?" Jim says, "I do have 78 older than Jim, 1920s, 30s, I think." Yeah. And Jim says, "Jim, my oldest LP is Ray Conniff in Hollywood Live, 1958. I think my oldest ones were like Genesis and things.
Yeah, he's bringing out a new album, apparently, isn't he? Phil Collins or something?
Then he's thinking about it, isn't he? Because he's had surgery done. And he said he seems to be feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
Last few months, he said. So he might not go back. He'll never go back to drumming because his back's not.
Oh, no.
Who knows? It'd be good to see him on stage.
Yeah.
Who was it we went to see a couple of years? Oh, Pete Frampton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got. I think it's the same similar sort of thing. He's got what's named bone disease, where the bones sort of cripple. You know.
Yeah.
Like when we went to see him, he had to sit down all evening and play, but he can still play the guitar.
Well, there's a really good documentary that Phil Collins did on YouTube, but it was presented by his son. So his son's doing the interviews and everything with Phil Collins, and Phil shows him how to set up the drum kit and everything, and then his son plays it for him and stuff. And apparently, there was one particular song that they did. I think it was in the 80s, and there's a certain type of electronic drum, because electronic drums weren't that common then, and it had a like a ceramic plate on it instead of like a rubber one, like they do now. And he thinks that's what's damaged his wrists and everything, because every time he went on tour, he had to play that song, and so he had to play that instrument. And because it was ceramic, all vibrations went straight through his hand into his wrist every time he hit it.
Repetitive strain injury.
Yeah. Julian says, "Don't underestimate what you did, Mikey. You put Friends of Mods for Heroes on the YouTube map." I didn't. It was more Gary, to be honest. I just sort of reassured him and just encouraged him. Sprue says, "Hi, vets and chat." Hello, Sprue. How are you? Oh, shine a bloody light. There we go. DP says, "Hi, Sprue." Julian says, "Hi, it's Sprue." Jem says, "Julian, have some 78s, but I was thinking in our lifetime." 78's not in your lifetime? Paul says, "Just subscribe to the new Mods for Heroes channel." Well, it's Friends of Mods for Heroes. So Friends of Mods for Heroes is the IPMS group that supports Mods for Heroes. So what they do is they during the week they have the Discord session. They have Discord open so anyone can go on it. Any members of the club can go on it. And then on the Saturday they have like a club day sort of thing where the members can all come on and model together.
Yeah, we call it the creche. So any volunteers or beneficiaries, or basically any, you could be. The only affiliation you really need is pay membership. I believe it's
It's £12
£12 a year. Yeah, and anyone can hop on there and chat away with us as we're modelling. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't done it for a while, but yeah. Still a member. It's just, it seems to be now that my Saturdays are sort of the time I catch up on my sleep. Julian says, "Osteogenesis imperfecta is brittle bones. I only know that because a school friend had it." There we go. Come on. Jim says, "Peter Frampton appeared on the episode of Black Sheep Squadron circa 1978.
There you go.
And he says, "Hello, Dave."
Stop, Dave.
Ian Chambers, who is also a new channel member as of the other day, has said, 30 or 32 now, watching and only 15 likes. Let's get that higher. Yeah, please do. And if you have watched the streams earlier in the week, or or even if you've missed them, do go back and give them a like and give them a watch if you haven't seen them already. It all helps the channel to grow, and we can make lots of new friends. DP says, "Hi, Ian." Ian says, "Subbed to Friends of Mods for Heroes." Paul says, "Yesterday I gave my son the day off from school. I then took him to Eastbourne Warhammer shop and we built 2 figures free and painted 1 each from at the shop, or free at the shop." Nice.
That's more educational than what he would have had otherwise.
More than likely, yes. DP says, "Hi, Alien." Ian says, "Hi, DP." And GM says, "Ian, I only have 1 loot button." Haha. But if you have multiple accounts. That's what I do on John's videos. I like it on one channel, then go onto my other one and like it on that one, and then I go back to the first one and press it again.
I prefer it if you actually watched them.
I do. I watched the Bentley Blower one.
Yeah.
It's
not a bad looking kit, really. For for its price, £32. It's not bad.
What, Aussie pounds?
No, they're dollary dues.
Oh, of course, you're dollary dues, isn't you? Yeah, you would have money. Yeah.
Well, Trevor was saying there's a Bentley, a guy that has a Bentley blower by him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a replica one, I imagine.
Yeah, they're actually remanufacturing them now. Not Bentley, but other cottage industries are doing perfect reproductions of them, which is incredible.
It's cool, isn't it?
So it's quintessentially British,
Yeah, building cars in a shed.
Yeah.
My uncle does that.
I would if I liked cars more than I do.
Well, he started off his sort of working life as an apprentice panel beater in a car dealership, and now he runs a multi-million-pound company that goes out onto the rigs and does all the pipe work and stuff like that. But for a hobby, in his spare time, people send him their sports cars to do up and stuff, like their old MG Roadsters and things. And he redoes all the panel work on them and everything.
Very cool.
Yeah. So he does that for fun. And sometimes if he sees an old knack one, he'll buy it, do it all up and everything, so it looks brand new, and then he'll sell it on. Just because he can.
I had barbecued chicken sticks before coming on. That's all my nails. I should have washed my hands.
You didn't wash your hands. You dirty grab.
I'm actually going to go and wash my hands back in a mo.
He's still got his food stuck in his fingers.
I don't know. So uncouth.
I know, right?
How can you have barbecue ribs and then go straight modelling?
I know. This could end up all over his model and everything, all the grease.
Yeah,
Adam says, "Oh, Mikey, I noticed we not have 50 mutual. Oh, we now have 50 mutual on Instagram. The sharing is working." Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Every time I put a post up on Instagram, Adam shares it for me on his. So thank you, Adam. Yeah. So do go and check out Adam Scale Modeling and, of course, Bearded Veteran Crates on Instagram. We are there. As well as Facebook.
Let me cup of tea. Let me tea.
We get bloody everywhere to me and Adam. Paul says, photos of our attempts at Warhammer are on the Discord. Ian says, I don't want to know where it is, GM. Oh, his loop button. Alien Ian says, hi, Monica. Hello. I'm sure she says, hello. Joe says, decaf sucks. Yes, it does. DP says, hi, Joel.
Why is everything showing?
Because it doesn't.
Down.
Because you need to. Have you got a remote with the camera?
No.
You need to turn the camera upside down then. It's because the way you got the camera, you got it on the stand the wrong way, haven't you?
Well, I don't know.
Is it one that you can turn, on where it's attached to the arm? Can you turn it round? No, that's the ceiling, Trevor. That's your belly. You might have to put it on the front of your desk or something. Because with mine, I've got a remote control. I can flick it so it just flips over. Or I can mirror it and stuff.
That's bloody ridiculous. I mean, people can still see what I'm doing, but it's upside down to me.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Jim says, I agree, Joe. Better to not have coffee at all. Yeah. Joe says, hola, DP.
Hola, DP.
Oh, I figured out why there's now a VPN button on my Firefox screen. It's because the new version of Firefox actually comes with free VPN.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Just says Friends Models for Heroes is only £12 a year. IOW. Much less than a single kit. Facebook group. Yep, they have a Facebook page. Join a group on Facebook and ask them the link to the application form. Yes.
Yeah. So when this channel started, we used to have a little
That's better.
spiel, or GM used to have a spiel advertising Friends Models Heroes. But
Yes,
we
Mr. Morris.
we found we weren't getting any takers, so that sort of went away.
Yeah, and certain, like one or two people kept complaining that we were doing
Complaining
it
that yeah, you're right.
because they were whinging bitches. They like to do nothing but moan, 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 moan.
There we go. We have the technology.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. Well done, Trev. Joe says, a day when I really needed to be alert, I have a dentist appointment at 9 a.m. Central Time. Oh, yeah. Dentist.
Oh, cripes.
Matthew says, clever Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Clever Trevor.
Julian says, IOW, in other words. Makes sense.
Ah, okay.
Ian says, Trevor, you have made it easier for the Aussies to watch. Slim, Joe, for a dental appointment, you need to load up on brandy. Not if he's driving there, he bloody doesn't. Joe says, thanks, Julian, for the definition. Jem, those blue shields, I have one now on another channel stream. Cannot wait to vaporize miscreants. He. Haha. Yes. Only 3 people have blue shields on my channel. No, 4 actually, because Tim's he was. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he still is. Moderator. Aussie Ian says, happy Thursday, thrill seekers. Hello, Aussie Ian.
Hello, Ian.
How thrilling it is to see you here.
I've done a Marley.
Oh, hang on. I get to use it. Hang on. Ready?
Warning.
Yep.
Warning. This is a Marley alert. Stop what you're doing and rectify the Marley immediately. Failure to do so will result in problems later in the build and you looking like a total arse.
I put the glue on the wrong bloody side.
Julian says, be alert. Your country needs alerts. Or needs alerts, sorry. Jim says, hello, Aussie Ian. Hello. Well, I'm sure he says, hello, mate. Joe says, don't say that, Jim. My regular doctor, for some reason, always has my blood tested for loco weed. I don't need a separate test for alcohol. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
Whiskey, whiskey.
Am I glad I bought super glue because my instrument panels just popped out.
Ooh.
Joe says, maybe I got into the office too happy. Yes. What you should do is huff a load of helium before you go in there. And then when you go into the receptionist, she'll sound absolutely hilarious and they won't be able to stop laughing. Not that I condone huffing gas, because that'd be really irresponsible of me. Instructions. GM says, hang on, if Trevor glued wrong, why a Marley alert? Because he's done a Marley. He glued on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Obviously. You're blimey.
Good blimey, he says.
So I'm doing scheme B, I do believe.
E-scheme.
Yep, scheme B. Not Queen B, scheme B. We need Foxtrot 70.
Yeah. The reason I'm doing this today is because my AFB kit, the caravan thing, is all ready for spraying, so I'd be spending the whole morning spraying. So I thought I'd leave that for another day.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, Mr. Man. Get off. Echo. Bravo. Charlie. Delta. Is that 2 sprues on 1? Huh. That's interesting. So on step 36, John.
Hello. Yes.
Yes. It says F17 for underneath, correct?
Yes.
There is no sprue F.
No, it's on sprue A, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
That one. So, people, if you ever build this kit, it is A3, not F17.
Oh,
Naughty Airfix.
Airfix done a Marley.
Yay!
You're all
Julian
racist.
says, Julie says, because we don't have a Trevor alert GM and backwards boo-boos are called doing a Marley. I'm so glad he put an O in there, not an E or something. Jim says, Trevor overqualifies for his own alert. Glue tsunami, spring to mind.
Yeah.
Jim says, true. And Joe says, Trevor needs a spill the glue alert or use the 30 glue holders you are not using alert. No, John's got an alert because he does it so much. Trevor's only spilled the glue once on stream.
Yeah. On screen, yeah.
Did you like how I put the qualifier in?
Yeah. On screen.
Snippy snips.
I
wonder how many Marleys you've actually done, John.
Oh, there'd be a number.
Yeah. It's quite a regular thing, isn't it?
No. Right. Now I need to go back and double check the alignment of the instrument panel before I put it on the wrong place or the other way around. Just left the building.
Julian says, Mikey, be more thankful for the second 00 in boo-boos. Yes, that's what I was saying. I'm glad you didn't put an IE in the second slot.
Boobies.
Yes. I was going to say, can you imagine saying that on live stream, but Trevor's done it.
Yeah.
Boobies. No wrong with boobies.
Very true. Very true.
3 times now.
What, said boobies on live stream?
It's 4. You won't catch me saying boobies. Oh, shit.
5.
Rename it the Booby Channel.
That's Channel 5, isn't it? Channel 5 After Dark.
How is it? I don't know. I don't watch Channel 5 After Dark.
I don't watch telly.
Oh, right.
Although we were all teenagers once. Right, what is that bit? Okay. Ooh, that fits in really, really nice, actually.
Yeah, that does.
DP is laughing at Julian. Jim says, Joe, have the wife drive you to the dentist and back. That way you can have a nip and tuck of brandy prior to the appointment. He's going in for a bit of the old lipo, is he, Jim? A bit of lipo and a bit of a nip and tuck. Paul says, I've just done the application form on Mods for Heroes mess page for some figures that's been donated to be built and sent back to M4H. Ah, cool. Jim says, mentioning the word thighs in mixed company. Ooh la la. Jimothy.
Or in Mike's company.
Yes. Well, hello there. Jim says, backwards goofs are regular enough to have been given a name all of their own, John. Yes, and that's the thing. It's happened that much that pretty much, modeling groups all over the world now know what a Marley is.
This is true. Yeah, absolutely true. Like, yeah, numerous streams I've been on saying, oh, have you done a Marley? Oh, he's put it on backwards. Yeah.
It's actually a thing in the scale modeling world now. It's like with footballers. If they score a hat trick, we all know what a hat trick is. If in scale modeling, if you do a Marley, we know exactly what you're doing. You're infamous, John.
Look, super glue. Hooray.
James says, Jim, your nip and tucks are different to what we have here. Ooh. Joe says, wife just asked me if I could dig her 4 holes for her trees. I'm so glad I just didn't stop at the wrong place. Dentist. Maybe I should smoke some local weed. I'm so glad I managed to keep going to the end of that for the trees. Jim says, it's a Curly Howard joke. One nip and they took you away for the night. I think that might have been one of the ones before my time. Or out of my scope.
Exceedingly clever here. I'm going to remove my instrument panel again.
Oh, yes.
On purpose. And I'm going to wire up the back of it with some wire here.
Oh.
Because there's some... you can see the back of... if I focus it. You can see the rear of the instruments. And a couple of them have holes there. So I'm going to do what I did when I did the Edward Lysander and wire up the instruments.
Ooh.
I know, right? Classy.
Yeah. Also a good way of giving me a chance to catch up with you. For I am a bit slow. Oh, for those channel members that aren't corporals as well, I've made yesterday's Corporal's Mesh stream visible to all now. So if you want to watch it, feel free. We chatted about some really random stuff. We even talked about TV license at one point.
Oh, I think most of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
10B7.
I mean, me trying to explain what it is to Tim. Ooh.
And none of us mentioned boobies.
No, sir. We did not. For we were gentlemen. Jim says, Jim, it's still here. June says, what's the opposite of pride in a goof being named after them? Asking for an Aussie friend. Jim says, Mikey, or BBC, this just in, Mikey. The entire career of the Three Stooges was before my time, too. Just like the Great War. Yeah. Saying that, I like Lauren and Hardy, and they were well before my time. But when I say my time, I mean sort of out of my scope of sort of recollection. So I can remember watching Laurel and Hardy and stuff like that, but I don't think I've ever remember watching them. Whatever it was you said.
Mm-hmm.
I think one program I think they should bring back, or at least make it available to view, is Keeping Up Appearances, because that was funny.
With Hyacinth's Bouquet.
Yes. Mrs. Bucket, it's bouquet. Spelled Bucket.
It's bucket, isn't it?
It ain't in it, it's ain't it, isn't it?
Yeah. Come along, Richard.
Minding the potholes.
Mind the cows, Richard. They're in the field, dear. Well, they might break through the fence. Minding the cows. And then the randy old dad. There's always doing a runner with women and stuff, trying to join the French Foreign Legion. Ian says, Joe, does your wife have a whip and a holster? Oh, good God, where are we going with this? Is she unaware that any visit to a dentist is an instant day off? You got some weird fantasies, Ian. Paul says, I have an idea, John. Why don't you light up the cockpit and dashboard? Ooh. You could put a little LED in there.
I could say no because I'm doing the SOE version.
Yes.
Who had an aversion to lighting.
Yes. Paul says, boobies. Jem says, I'd give the wife the shovel and tell her to dig her own holes. Mine is deep enough. Ooh.
So I must say, there are people that do, say, cockpit lighting, and they light up the instruments and stuff like that. But the fact is, back in this day, the instruments weren't backlit. They were painted with radium, or they had an area floodlight. There's no internal lighting on instruments then.
Yeah. It's like on the bombers and stuff, didn't it? The navigator had like a red light or whatever, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just lit up the whole desk.
Back in the day, there was a book I saw at Fighter World today. It was from 1954, but it was the life and work of Frank Whittle, Sir Frank Whittle. So I meant to grab it. I left it there. I'm going to have to pop in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've asked if they can have my Qatari Spitfire put in the cabinet there.
Oh.
I said,
nice.
yeah, sure, but it'll remain mine. So yeah, sure. Like that is, I can take it back whenever I like, but there's a bit of a gap. Okay. Yeah. And he said, what scale is it? Oh, 1/32. Oh, so it matches the other ones on that shelf? Yeah, please. That'd be great. Okay.
We knew him before he was famous.
Speaking of which, I had an advisory today that Hobbyco has sent another package. I have no idea what's in it.
Ooh. Nice. Well, tell them if they want to support any of the builds.
No, sir. I was thinking I could possibly buy 3 of them using my money and send 2 over your way or some such, but it depends whether you want to build something that I would choose.
Well, that's always a negotiable thing, I think.
Yes. Are you going to get the Hurricane, John?
Which Hurricane?
Atari.
Oh, Ghost, yes.
Mm. Yeah, it's actually cheaper for me to wait till it comes out and then buy it over here.
Yeah. Oh, Jim says, are we experiencing Beavis and Butthead 2026? There was a Saturday Night Live clip where 2 comedians were dressed up as them in the audience. It's very, very funny. This is dead ringers for the cartoon characters. It's just one of those shorts on YouTube's.
Yes. GM says World War II instruments were poorly lit or glow painted.
Oh, yeah, you would know, Jim. GM,
yeah. Joe says, just in case you guys walk into the Latino modeling club in Wales, for anywhere else, and a mistake is made. I don't think we have Latinos in Wales, really. If they do, they're usually tourists. Joe says, "Oh, did you do a Mali? Oh, hiciste una Mali?"
Oh, hiciste una Mali.
It sounds like you're saying, "Is your sister called Marley?"
Yeah, like,
It's for my sister. May I have your autograph? It's for my sister.
And to all our Spanish from Mexican and Latino friends, meh.
I'm available for hire.
You'll get a phone call off the cartels next week.
Oh.
We want you
Well-
to come and do a comedy show, John.
No, I think the better-looking Marley has pointed out that he's very angry with me because he wanted to go to America and have a look at some museums, and I've probably stuffed that up.
Mm.
Yeah, well, anyway, changing subject.
That's all right. If you want to say anything about that, it's your choice. You did it.
No, rather not.
Although I'm sure if anyone from that particular group is listening, I'm sure you apologise.
All right, okay, so I'll say it. So I was drunk last week and don't remember posting a thing on a modelling group, and it when it was pointed out to me, I was shocked, horrified, and contrite, and all those sort of things that uncharacteristically I'm not. But I obviously quite rightly been bounced from the group, and as a result couldn't delete it. So it stayed there, and I've since learned that the moderator, instead of just deleting and get rid of it, did a thing to make it a bigger issue. So all I can do is apologise to our American friends and say, mea culpa.
There we go.
But I should not have.
You did a silly thing without thinking.
Well, I did the thing that I'm always complaining that they should do for Donald and take the devices away in the middle of the night. But I fell for my own. I hoisted my own petard.
Yes. There we go. Joe says, since this is a worldwide stream, yes, it is. But we tend to have specific areas watching it. So, like North America, normally, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Belgium.
And a big shout out to my former American friends.
Yeah, we had Spain the other day, didn't we?
Espanol.
Yeah, or was it Greek? No, Spain, wasn't it?
I must have missed that one.
No, Greek, I think it was.
Oh, it was all Greek to me.
Yeah. It'd be interesting because we've got 29 people watching, and it's mostly the channel members that are commenting. So if you're not a channel member and you're not commenting, do let us know where you're from, because it's quite interesting to see, how far spread this is. You don't have to say, which street or town or whatever, just which country. Matthew says, I need some TP for my bunghole. I'm the great Don Cornholio. Oh dear. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Come on, StreamYard. Paul says, think I'm going to stick the DVD of Kevin and Perry Go Large on tonight. Love that bit of comedy. Yeah. It was funny when I was a teenager. Stu says, John, we will all be allowed back to certain countries again in a couple of years.
I hope so.
Jim says, John, sorry to hear that, John, and very commendable of you to own up to your error in judgment. Maybe there's a lesson in there for you. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Yeah.
I just need to, I can think about it, but not say the obvious things out loud.
Yes. Think twice, speak once.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way of putting it. Jim says, our early B747 flight engineers panel, when using the gauge Gauge lights get so hot we all wear t-shirts and shorts. Toasting bread slices does happen. Jim says, Stu, looking forward to that day, Stu. I'm looking forward to the day Jim comes over to Wales and goes cycling all around the country. Because he would love it, cycling up and down Mould and places like that.
So, are you making up words again?
No, it's an actual place by us.
What's the name of that town with the longest name?
Banter, Bushquin, Gilgulkigerichquin, Drobelflanta, Cilio, go.
Yeah, is that far from you, Mikey?
It's far from me.
Hour and a half.
I know it's far. Hey?
Well, no, about an hour away. Llanfair Pwll yn gweithio gerich Llandobo, Ffarta Cilio, go.
Yeah, it's got a little shopping precinct, doesn't it?
See, you sounded more like a natural there. I wonder why.
Because I'm Welsh.
It's got a model shop, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it was a publicity stunt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just something that's stuck. I mean, most people, especially in North Wales, just call it Llanfair PG. Because it's easier than it's the English people in the area can speak it more easily or say it more easily.
It was there that I bought the DVD copy of two films that I really love. So Cromwell and the Roman Polanski Macbeth.
Ooh.
You.
Both fantastic.
I'm sure construction wasn't this hard in my day.
Neil Micklethwaite says, lurking in Stafford, UK, and hello. Hello, Neil. How are you doing, buddy? Joe says, I wonder if you could stream this into prisons in US or maybe Central America, but be sure to explain the do's and don'ts. Ian says, hello to all those lurking in the shadows. Yes.
The shadow.
And DP says, Southern California here.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I did read. What's the world's #1 soccer referee?
Yes.
Is not allowed to enter the country for the World Cup due to his country of origin.
Okay.
How pathetic is that? So you'd think you'd go to the head honcho and say, give this one guy, he's no threat. He'll be on the pitch the entire time.
Yeah.
But, imagine him actually doing something for somebody else for one. Oh, well, they'll shut up, eh? I'll shut up.
There we go. Now you're getting it. Ian says, hi.
Yeah, John, no politics.
Is this the new John? He's actually learning from his mistakes.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think he's turned over a new leaf. Might be wrong.
Yeah. Wait till I turn on you poms.
What's he say?
Well, it's just going to be,
something about poms.
I could stoop to a new low and call Mikey English.
Oh my God!
I clutch my pearls at you.
Good God!
I was already called him to know you could reach him.
Oh, matron. Oh, yes. Joe says, give the boys a reason to reform. Hey?
Hey?
Neil says, hi, Ian. Jim says, I would love to cycle in Wales, Mikey. Mind you, I would start my journey in South Wales. Well, yeah. You start at the worst and go to the best.
Yeah.
There we go. You start off in dingy, horrible, manky South Wales. And then you go through all the lovely valleys and it gets brighter and sunnier and more beautiful. And then you end up going through places really, really nice areas. They're actually registered as areas of outstanding natural beauty.
Natural beauty.
That was my next line, yeah.
Yeah.
Areas of outstanding natural beauty. And we said, it's not that big a deal. And then we drove around the corner and both me and Bron were like, whoa!
It's lovely. And then you could maybe go up to Anglesey Gym, watch all the jets taking off on their training missions and stuff. and then cycle along the North Wales coastal path because it's a cycle path that goes from Anglesey all the way to Chester. You'd really enjoy that. I've done part of it. I've done Penzance to Colwyn Bay when I was younger, which is a really nice ride because it's all along the waterfront. And then I've done Holywell to Flynn. Yeah, well, Holywell to
Zance
Chester.
to Colwyn Bay would be a long ride, wouldn't
Yeah, because that's in Cornwall.
it?
Well, not far from Cornwall anyway. But yeah. It used to be quite good when I was younger, riding from like Holywell to Chester, because when you get near Chester, you have to go through Sealand, and the cycle path that goes past Sealand took you right past the end of the airfield. So if you went there like on a Saturday afternoon or something, you'd stop the bike next to the fence and just watch all the gliders taking off and things. It's pretty cool. Paul says, Mikey Owl, join Jim when he goes to ride around Wales. Nice. That'd be cool. Neil says, my wife's friend lives in Llanfair PG. Ooh. I don't think I've ever been to Llanfair PG, to be fair.
I have. Nice place.
Yeah. I've been to Anglesey. Like when we were
In
a
the
kid.
Anglesey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a place in Anglesey called Pilly Palace, and it's Butterfly World, and it's like a big zoo, but it's all butterflies, and you go in and see all the different species and all the breeding programs that they're doing for them and things like that. And you just walk around in like these big greenhouses that are done like different, obviously, areas of the world and things, and they just land on you and stuff like that, and they land on your hands and stuff. It's quite nice. You see all the different brightly coloured butterflies.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Not that bad.
butterflies aren't that bad, Trevor.
Oh,
quite
broke me
pretty, really.
bloody. Broke me saw blade.
Oh, well, that was daft.
I know.
Jem says, would Jim get booked for speeding biking around Wales? No, cyclists don't get done for speeding. They can get done for riding dangerously, though. My father-in-law has taken up cycling, so he goes cycling in the hills and stuff at the back of the town. He enjoys it. He's trying to get an electric bike though, or electrically assisted bike, rather. Tracky's in. He says, "Hi guys, hello Tracky. We spoke to Tracky the other day, didn't we, Trevor?
Yeah.
He's a nice lad. How's your
He's
exams
nice.
going, buddy? Have you done your last two yet?"
He's a nice boy.
Yeah.
He used to cut my lawn.
She says, Jim, normal service will be resumed eventually. James waiting to Tracky, as is Ian. Jim says, Paul, it would be great cycling with you, Paul. It would. I think you'd really enjoy it. Especially if you go through the Black Mountains and stuff. You'd love that. I've been through that on my motorbike. Back in there. Go around Horseshoe Pass and everything. You'd love it. Joe says, oh, Tracky's here. Let's clean it up a bit. Yeah. Tracky's not that bothered, to be fair. Ian says, hello, Neil. And Ian says, hi, Tracky. Joe says, hello, Tracky. Study. Jim says, Mikey's dreaming. Yes. Paul says, the bloody Yanks can't organise a piss up in a brewery. Steady on. Neil says hi to Ian. Tracky says he's got one more exam left. And he says, no need to study. It'll be a walk in the park. You say that. Paul says, likewise, Jim. Julian's back. Neil says, been there, Mikey. It's great. The Butterfly Palace. Yeah, I loved it. My sister took my nephews there a few weeks last year, I think it was. Yeah,
If you go down to Willow Farm and see the butterflies, gutterflies.
that another song, is it, John?
Genesis.
There we go.
It's, supper's ready.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you find that around the world in 80 presets?
No, I haven't looked.
It's pretty good. But it's like they're like playing music and stuff, but they're like talking in the studio and things like, and they're practicing, and it's all that sort of thing. So there's like one bit where one of them's playing the guitar or something and just sort of mumbling to himself, and another one, someone comes in and goes, "Excuse me, do you know where the toilets are?" Things like that. And I'm just like, yeah, it's down there, and just carried on playing. Julie says, "Can they not, Mikey? A speed limit's a speed limit. Seems unfair. Cyclists don't get booked for exceeding one. Well, how are you going to book them? They've got no number plate. How are you going to prove that it was them or their bike?" But I do agree with you. They should be. Joe says, "That's what John said at the beginning of his build." Oh.
So
Yes.
a thing happened today at Fighter World. I walked in, walked through, walked back, and there was on my way back, I went, oh crap, I had walked past. They moved the PC9 out, the Pilatus PC9, and replaced it with a Mackie 326.
Yeah.
And the dual seat Mirage, Daphne, had been replaced by the first Mirage built in Australia, Aircraft 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then blah, 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 spent a couple of hours there and all that sort of stuff. And then later on, I was talking to the assistant manager, and he said, yeah, we bought this Mackie back in from outside. Now it's brightly painted. It's got a panther on the side and stuff because it's commemorating the retirement of the Mackies in 76 Squadron, RAF service, blah, blah, blah. And he said, look, it's been outside a bit too long. We're going to have the boys sort of give it a polish. And I went, oh, my God. And he goes, what? And I said, so when I finished recruit training and then went to Wagga, it was Easter 1995, and we had to wait, say, 3 weeks before our course started. So we were on pool flight, as they call it. So, paint rocks or do whatever they want. So the first job they said is like that Mackie with taking the wings off it, because they taxi these planes around, these jets around for training on how to work on a flight line, safety, and marshalling signals and blah blah blah. So they said, so we want you guys to polish it up. So they had, here's a couple of things to polish and a whole lot of rags. Off you go. So we spent 3 days polishing the thing. I said, so I've just realised that plane there is the very first plane I worked on in my career, and it's now in your museum. And he went, well, that's cool. I went, yeah, I was looking at it all day, and nothing. It was only when he mentioned polishing it, I thought, I've done that already. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how my wiring turned out.
Let's have a look.
There we go. So once you plonk that on, most of it's hidden, but you could see it there.
Yeah.
And fun fact, all wiring on aircraft is white. It's don't think it's blue and yellow and red and yada yada. It's just not.
Yeah. Julian says, Paul, at work once we couldn't arrange a night out on the senior techs. The venue was a pub called the Old Brewery. We genuinely couldn't organise a piss up in a brewery. Joe says, if Jim gets arrested, we can organise a GoFundMe to get him out, or a golf tournament. We'll see how much money we have left after buying booze. In the UK, you can't buy yourself out of prison. We don't have the same bail system. So bail is only granted at the discretion of the custody sergeant or the court. It doesn't matter how rich or poor you are. It's at their discretion. If they say, yes, you go on bail, you just go on bail. If they say no, then that's it. You stay locked up. Tracky's laughing. And Jim says, Julian, you needn't worry about exceeding any kind of speed limit on my bicycle. That's not my riding style. Yeah. Paul says, I regularly hit above 30 miles an hour on my mountain bike on the road. When off-road, I do about 40. Madhead. Absolute madness. Jim says, Joe, smiley face, laughing face, really laughing face, rolling on floor, laughing face. Very good, Joe.
Thank you for translating.
You're welcome. Paul says, Mikey, get your father-in-law to London's Brighton off-road bike ride in September 19th. It's only 62 miles. A guy did it last year and he was 90 years old. Yeah. I'm not sure my father-in-law would go all the way down there to do a bike ride.
It's only 52 miles.
62. But it's also getting down there to start it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like London. So.
Yeah, my son's done it once.
Yeah.
Mad.
I just wouldn't go to London.
Mad, foolish fool he is.
June says, that wiring looks great, John.
Thank you.
And Joe says, what? No wonder we revolted. Jackie says, who is doing 62 miles at 90? Bloody hell. Yes. Jim says 62 miles, a metric century, 100 kilometers. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, I must admit, when you get to Brighton, some of that race is a bit hilly.
Yeah. Not my idea of fun.
No, not mine either.
So you could say brighten up.
Hey! My idea of fun is doing this.
I don't know where they got the thing of Brighton from. It used to be called Bright Elm.
Bright Elm.
Ooh, coffee.
And some bloody commoner came along and changed it to Brighton.
Tracky says, I rather enjoy retirement, to be honest. Retirement? You're only 16, 17, 16. Bloody hell, if you retire at your age.
That's a Dr. Hook song.
Even I'm not classed as retired.
Have any of you ever heard of Martha Gunn?
No.
No.
Was that like Annie Oakley?
So, yeah, she was what they call a dipper. She used to take the ladies and that down to the beach, down to the beach in the like these wheel on sort of like changing room type things.
Oh.
Apparently, I'm related to her.
Oh. It is interesting. When you look back at old photos like Victorian times and stuff, and you think, those people could never imagine the world we live in now, or how many people will be alive because of the decisions they made in their lifetime. Like, do we have one kid or 10 kids and things like that?
Yes, apparently she was friends with. Oh well, he was a baby. Oh, what's the bloody palace in Brighton? The Prince's Palace there.
That one.
Yeah, that's it.
What do they call it? Jesus.
No, they don't call it Jesus.
The Prince Regent's Palace.
That's it. Yeah, she was. Yeah. She used to babysit Prince Regent or something. Apparently as well. There's a picture of her. You can find a picture of her on YouTube. Oh God, what's one of the oh bloody what they call them? Oh, brain's gone. It
was a the Royal Pavilion.
The Royal Pavilion. That's it. Yeah.
GM says, Jim, you could maintain a good speed riding in Wales from south going north. It's all downhill, very steep. No, it's not all downhill. It's very much up and downhill.
Yeah, bloody well, it's it definitely ain't downhill.
No, that's why we haven't really embraced manual automatic cars over here.
Yeah, it's weird
because on hilly ground, it's far more efficient to have a manual gearbox.
You should do what we did and just flatten the country. It's easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
They're little
big
convicts with big sort of steel rollers and stuff.
Yeah.
For years.
well, the only sort of like large flat area in the UK is East Anglia, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, I really don't know.
Jim says that would be a very enjoyable ride, Gary. Yeah, I like riding bikes downhill. It's the uphill and the flat I don't like. Jim says, how about a tour of South Korea? Tracky says, yes, mate. GCSE's taking it out of me. Hard life. Good man. There you go. Become a YouTuber.
That's
You
funny.
could-
Hanging
could
around this channel, I'm learning all these English terms like GCSEs and stuff like that. I have no idea otherwise.
It stands for General Certificate of Secondary Education.
Yeah, we call it book learning.
What you could do, Tracky, is you could be the next generation of scale modeling YouTubers. The future of the hobby.
Or the end of it.
Yes. I thought it was you.
Aye.
Jim says, Jim, very similar to going off a cliff. Oh, we went off a cliff a long time ago with this channel. Tracky, tour of South Korea sounds mega. Does. Paul, my grandmother from Wales, she was one of 16 children. Yeah. My mum was one of 8, but she was from St. Helens. It was apparently in my family, it was my mum was from St. Helens, as was her mum, but her mum was only born in St. Helens. When my grandma moved to St. Helens after some sort of scandal when she moved, when she was growing up in Carnarvon. So I think what happened, looking at the ages, I think she sort of got itself into trouble out of wedlock. So she had to leave, Carnarvon and go move to St. Helens.
The sin of it.
I know, right?
Scandal.
Poor granny. GM says, Jim, riding career is a very bad idea. Riders ride around the city cycleways. Too many mountains everywhere. Yeah. Jim would be all right.
Get a cup of tea.
Yeah. He'd love riding along the North Wales cycle path. He'd love it. Because the whole way along is just the Irish Sea and everything on one side, and then you got all the like land and the hills, because the hills and mountains go right up to the coast in North Wales in a lot of places. It's only when you go to a place like Colwyn Bay and Llandudno.
You'd say the mountains go all the way up the hills.
No, they go right up to the coast.
Ah, I see what you mean. So it's totally misunderstood, and it's like,
It's like
amazing technology.
So like a lot of the A55, certainly by Bethesda and places like that, if the road is actually on sort of like the edge of the like cliffs and things, not the edge of cliffs, but built onto the side of the hills that go straight down into the water.
Now, I don't know whether you can see that.
Oh, is that your wedding photo, Trevor?
Yeah. No, that is my nan and granddad.
Oh,
That's
which one's
true,
which?
True Victorian, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look very smart, don't they?
That was a colour photo. There was just so much coal around back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a sergeant in the First World War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julian, our resident heathen, says, one of two, according to the bastion of accuracy, AI, the name Brighton comes from the Old English Berthelmston, which translates as Berthelm's farmstead. There we go. And over the centuries of linguistic evolution and Anglicization.
Anglicization.
Yeah. This original Anglo-Saxon name was gradually shortened and simplified to the modern word we know today. There you go.
Well, it's been shortened and simplified even more because most people in the British Isles don't say Brighton, they say Brighton.
Yeah.
Same number of syllables, just one less letter.
Yeah. Paul says, I'm still trying to track down my grandmother's siblings.
Huh.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much an impossible. Well, it's not an impossible task, but it's a difficult one.
Oh, Jim, that's funny. Jim says, I think I knew Manuel Gearbox.
Julie says, Paul, that reminds me, wasn't I looking into that? Joe, Jim, or you could tie a rope to Julian's rocket chair and really contend for the championship.
Oh God, we're back on Paul Julian's rocking chair again.
Tracky says, well, if you're offering a job, I have no other occupations. If you want to have a go at coming on live streams, Tracky, and as long as your parents are fine with it, you know, obviously with your age, then that's fine. If you want to come on live stream, come on live stream. See how you feel doing it, and maybe set up your own channel. Give it a go.
Looking for a barman twice a week.
Yeah. What have you got to lose? Tracky says, how is there too much demand for jobs, but there is no one hiring? Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good place to be in, especially for the economy. Julie says, the full name of the old O and current A levels is the General Certificate of Secondary Education. Yes. Well, General Certificate of Education, and the ordinary or advanced level. Yes. I've got 2 A levels. And I think 9 GCSEs.
I've got 1 A-hole.
And I've got 2 City and Guilds, and then 2 entry-level City and Guilds, and a diploma. There you go. Tracky says, or a big waste of your time for short. Yeah. They're only really useful for like the first 12 months after you finish your GCSEs. After that, nobody really cares how many you got or what they were. Tracky says, well, it wasn't, but it is now. Jem says, Joe, the rockets would burn any riders behind Julian's rocket chair. Would look like a re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. Yeah.
Money well spent, regardless.
Oh yeah. Well, we could always have a barbecue. Oh, that's what you could do if we put him like a cooler box on his lap or something. Put some meat in there, so if he gets hungry on the journey, he could just hang it behind him, cook it like a barbecue, and then just eat it on his way. There we go. Joe says, that's awesome, Trevor. Julia says, that's a lovely photo, Trevor. Paul says,
yeah, quite a nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe says, Jim wins by default. Julian, what if the wheelchair stops suddenly? The word whiplash springs to mind, and not in a fun way.
Yeah, but Julian keeps forgetting that we don't care.
Matthew says, don't call Timmy an a-hole, John. He would never do such a thing.
Go to the toilet and wipe my Timmy.
So, it does sound like a euphemism, doesn't it?
Suddenly looking like a Lancaster. It looks nothing like a Lancaster. But,
I thought you were actually doing that as a joke then, but
no,
apparently not.
I'm not a smart woman.
Joe says, like we say in the USA, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Squirrel. Jem says, GCE, O-level, A-level. Great information. The UK not recognised in Australia or Korea regard reference exams yet again. Grown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned a thing today. So one of the guys who was in, History and Heritage branch of RWF is posted to Fighter World, right? He shook my hand today and said, see you later, see you around, I'm posted. And I said, where are you going? And he said, what used to be the combined workshops at Williamtown for the work on all the bits and bobs and generators and everything, back shops for the Hornets. I said, "Oh, yeah, what's going on there?" Because none of the F-35 stuff is done in country in workshop level there on base. And he said, "Oh, they realised to." He started explaining all the journals and stuff for the troops to get licenses to work on aircraft and stuff like that. And he said, "Yeah, they realised they can't do it without actually, getting them to do stuff away from the aircraft and do stuff that they can't do on the F-35s." And you're shitting me, aren't you? And I told him that, I spent years trying to get some asshole to listen to me that they need to do this. So they've suddenly done it. And I mentioned it to Bron. She said, "Oh, maybe they call it the Sergeant Marley Memorial Wing." But you never know. I don't think they would have.
The Marley maneuver.
But she reckons that, I reckon that they would have, waited till you left, implemented what you were telling them, and then they get the credit for it. And it sounds like something they would do.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad to hear that someone did it.
I don't know
3 years after I
whether
left.
I don't know where are we? Oh, bloody phones! Why has that done that? I don't know whether you can actually see that.
Yeah. Oh, just be careful about showing that picture, Trevor.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of what's in it.
Why?
The little one?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the little one's dead 99,000 years ago.
I know, but YouTube algorithm doesn't know that. It just sees a picture, doesn't it?
Oh,
well, again, use it as a challenge, as a test, because nothing will
I'll
happen.
cover that up and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Martha Gunn.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it looks like Mark Two Fingers.
Yeah.
Julian says, "No, John, I meant whiplash of the poor sod being towed." Laugh out loud. "I'm well aware that my welfare is not terribly high on the list of concerns."
So time to move on to. I'm going to do the spats now.
God, I feel like I've done 8 hours on a building site.
Yeah. What, sitting down drinking from a thermos?
How did you build so many houses with so much tea to be drunk?
Oh, quite easy. We had a tea boy.
Oh,
You had a labourer. Back in my day, you had a labourer that was a tea boy as well.
Oh.
His first job in the morning was he had to get there half hour before everybody else and put the kettle on.
Yeah.
And the tea up.
Ooh. John.
Hello.
On the group, the Scale Model Club, Airfix Scale Model Club, I think it is. The Scale Model Club, Airfix, Revel, Smear, Hasegwa, etc. on Facebook.
I don't think I know that.
Someone's done the Hele Bentley blower kit.
Oh, okay.
And they've done it in a very nice racing green.
Racing green, yes.
Oh, but it's not. It's not racing green.
It is. Theirs is.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
It's not British racing green. It's a bronze green.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm colourblind, dude. Give me a break.
It's a wonderful red they've got that car in. It's so red.
I'm red green colourblind, dude. Give me a break. You look at it, I recognised it was green.
Can you send me a link to that, please?
What colour was the Bentley blower racing car?
I will send it to you now, John.
The ironic Bentley blower racing cars developed by Sir Henry Tim Birkin in the late 1920s were most famous, finished in British racing green.
There you go. I've sent it to you, John.
Thank you.
Ooh, the channel now has 37 channel members. How cool is that?
Yeah, it should be racing green.
Yeah, there we go. We have 27 corporals, 7 privates, and 3 lance corporals. Thank you very, very much, people. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, it won't be long, and I'll be able to get a new computer So I'll be able to run things better and start making some actual videos as well. Jim says, Trevor, sounds like a right said Fred tea breaks here.
Oh, yes. You're right, said Fred.
Ian Chambers says, after last night celebrating the England win, I feel like I've done 8 hours on a centrifuge. Did someone get a little bit blottoed?
What did England win then? What was going on?
It's the start of the World Cup, isn't it?
Oh, that football thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing where you got 22 blokes running around the field with a IQ on their back, isn't it?
Yeah. Paul says 27 watching and 23 likes. Thank you very much, people. This is muchly appreciated. And don't forget, any previous streams that you've either want to watch or whatever, they're all in playlists. So if you go onto the channel page, scroll across the top to playlists, and you'll find all the Lysander builds together in playlist, all the Whippet build, and all the other builds that we've done, because we've done quite a few now. Yeah. I mean, just looking at the shelf, we've got the Beer Barrel Spitfire, the Sea Fury, the Whippet, Tornado, the Mini Art Omnibus, the Yag Panther, members build. Yeah, done quite a few. Oh, we've also done the Rebel Big Boy. We've done the Hurricane, or rather the Desert Wings build.
What was the Beer Barrel Spitfire? Oh, sorry, mate. What was the Beer Barrel Spitfire? The ICM one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I've got that up and chucked up on the shelf there.
Top tip for that one, Trevor, is don't put the rocker cover on.
Don't put the rocker cover on.
Yeah. If you leave the rocker cover off, it fits together fine. If you put it on, then you won't get the top of the cowling on.
No? Right.
Julian says, John, do you have any Welsh relatives who are or were architects? Just asking, the Magistrates Court in Barry was built facing backwards. It really was, by the way, as the builders had the plans backwards.
So, true story. My ancestors, the earliest we can track them to is East Ogwell in Devon. But then they moved up around through Bristol into Cardiff and Swansea and stuff like that. They were builders by trade, carpenters, and followed the work. So, yes.
It's a possibility.
Absolutely. Well, it's more than a possibility. It's probably, it's got Marley written all over it, I'd say.
Yeah. How decent. Paul says, don't forget to like, lube, and subscribe. That's an order. Yes. Lube and subscribe, people. And of course, lube and subscribe too. Because he's done really well and behaved himself today. He's been a good boy. So make sure you subscribe to him. Jem says, I have a sort of feeling if we remove the ceiling. Ian's laughing at Trevor.
Hey, what was that?
Tracky says, if we're still on cars with Racing Green, the 1953 Connor AL10 went past Silverstone when I was coming home. Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Monica says, I gave my thumb up. Yay! Thank you very much. Julian says, also, England won a warm-up match against India yesterday for the Women's T20 World Cup cricket. Yeah. Never heard of it before. I don't follow cricket. Joe says, QQQ. Non-modelling question. Any of you all had a pedicure? Wife says I should get one after the dentist appointment. What the hell? Then dig 4 holes for her trees. No, I've never had a pedicure. John's ominously quiet on this topic.
No, I'm typing a message to Malcolm.
Joe says she needs caffeine. GM says, Joe, give her the shovel. No, she'll bury Joe for refuse to dig the holes. That is not sage advice. Julian says, 23 likes, 23 watching. Wahey! Joe says, I bet John has. Yeah. Ian says, pedicure, is that for the toes? Yes. Hence the word pedi in it. As in podiatrist. Biped. Pedal cycle. Pedometer. Of the feet. Julian says, T20 is 20 overs for each team, Mikey. Much shorter than the full internationals, 4.5 hours instead of 5 bloody days. I don't even know what an over is, dude. I don't follow cricket. I don't follow cricket.
You know what an over is. You're British.
I'm Welsh. We don't really play cricket.
Did I lie? Yeah, but it's like, you don't swim, but you still have pools.
We do swim.
Not well.
I used to swim very well. I used to swim over half a mile.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Welsh on the podium at the Olympic pools.
Yeah.
Beastie white men can't jump.
Joe says, except Thomas did it. Timmer hates pedis. Yeah. There's not in maybe not in the swimming, but there has been a few Welsh Olympic gold medalists in the recent years, especially in things like judo and was it judo or taekwondo or something? Because the girl that kept winning gold, she won gold I think 3 years on the bounce, but she's from the town next to ours, called Jade something. I can't remember. I just know apparently that she was a bit cocky when she came back because of it. And she's ended up moving to Manchester or wherever. GM says she would have to dig 5 holes then, 1 for Joe. Yeah. Revo Dave says, hello all. Hello, Revo Dave. Ian says, Ian's laughing at GM. DP says, hi, Dave. Junior says, pedant. No, wait, that's nothing to do with feet. No. Revo Dave says, hi, DP. Ian's laughing at Julian. Tracky says, you're British, you watch cricket. I'm Welsh, quote of the day. Yes. Welsh first, British second.
Well,
Julian says, 1 over equals 6 balls, Mikey.
he knows
Really?
that.
I don't. I mean, why would you throw 6 balls at someone? That's not fair, is it? How are they supposed to hit 6 at once?
And at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's like a biblical, punishment for, for doing something stupid like adultery or something.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know what a cricket ball looks like, they're green, Mikey.
No, not the red.
Yeah, but I genuinely don't follow cricket, so I don't know what the rules are and things. Ian's laughing at Tracky. In fact, the very rare occasion when we did have to play it in PE in school, I used to just smack the ball as hard as I could and just stand there because I couldn't be bothered. Or I'd just deliberately,
So you
not.
say you played it properly then? Yeah. Well, that's exactly how they do Test cricket.
Either that or I'd just not swing the bat and then let the stumps get hit, and then I'd just walk off and go, there you go, I'm done.
So it sounds like you could have been a contender.
Jim says, hello, Reaver Dave. Reaver Dave says, hi, Jim. Alien Ian says, hello, Reaver Dave. Reaver Dave says, hi, Ian. Julian says, I'm Welsh and I watch cricket. Well, only recently. Yeah, but you're heathen Welsh. You're not true Welsh, you're heathen Welsh. There's a difference. You're the part of Wales that's like a big soup of all different cultures and things.
Yeah.
More like a big stew. Jim says, Julian, or 3 players with their trousers on. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. It sounds like some really dodgy film. Jim says, I'm American and ice hockey is my favorite sport. Nice.
Yeah.
Julian says, cricket balls are white in T20. They refer to full internationals as red ball cricket. Yeah.
Yeah. On the other hand, I've got absolutely no idea how many overs are in ice hockey.
Tracky says, we have a game called Football Firing Line. We used to have red ass. That was funny.
So thinking earlier when Trevor was talking about being related to a dipper, I'm thinking, well, the dipper we have in Australia is Robert Dippier Domenico, who's a AFL footy player back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
The dipper.
Ew. I just realised we've only got 8 minutes left. Wow.
I know. So I was going to get this spat together. I'm not going to have time, but I've decided to go for being an SOE version. I'm not going to have the winglets, so I'm not going to have bomb racks on it. And I'm going to keep the open wheels without the fairings, because if this was in Borneo, they would have been occasionally landing on muddy ground, and they would have had all sorts of mud getting caught in the wheel assembly. So I'm going to keep mine open.
Yeah.
And that's what I think about that.
Switch that back over. So I'm just going to be doing comments now anyway. So
yep.
Tracky says, where we all line up in front of the goal and get the guy in the biggest legs to belt the ball into one of us, and the guy hits is out. Yeah, that's kind of similar to what we used to call red ass.
Red ass.
Red ass, yeah. What it was you have to take it in turns, and you have to take it in turns being in goal, and the one in goal had to stand holding the crossbar and just stand there with his back to everyone else whilst they were on the penalty spot, and they had to take a shot at the goalkeeper as quickly as possible. And if you flinched or moved, then you had to stand there, and everyone had to got a free shot at you.
How weird.
Yeah, it's target practice, wasn't it?
Huh.
Tracky says, well fun. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what it was about. It's just about target practice. Joe says, Major League Baseball pitchers now throw 105 mile an hour. Crazy. Yeah. Jem says, Mikey, 6 balls, 3 men. It's still not sounding any better, Jem. It still sounds like a dodgy movie. Ian says, I put 100% effort into being bowled out too, Mikey. Yes. It was the most boring game we ever had to play in bloody that and tennis. I found tennis boring as well. I used to, when we had to play tennis in the summer, I used to just hit the balls as far as I could over the back fence, and then just go, go and find the ball, and then just walk off. I didn't like sports other than rugby. Julian says 6 balls, Mikey, equals 3 players with their trousers on. You're not making it sound any better.
No, he's not.
Joe says, Jim, I've been following the Stanley Cup. Great game so far. Go Carolina. Yeah. Jim says, all because they're trained from little league to pitch 5 to 6 innings maximum. Oh, for the days of Fergie Jenkins and Nolan Ryan. Joe says, Tracky, so the guys with the biggest legs, how would Timmy do with that huge cabaza? He'd be a game changer. Yes. It's jumped. June says, wicket-keeper is, I think, the most dangerous job in cricket. At least the batter has a lump of wood to hit the projectile hurtling towards him. Yeah. Joe, Jim, Tom, Seaver. Stu, red ass, the Welsh are weird. Yeah. Jim, all those old school MLB starters, Pithead near 300 innings a season. Good grief. Jim says, I'll just get my coat then. Junior says, oi, Stu, you mean the North Welsh are weird? Yes, they are. They were just jealous because you couldn't join in, Julian. Well, you could, but it'd have just smacked you in the face or something. Ian Chambers says, the entire world knows that Taffies are weird. Taffies are South Welsh. Because they're by the river.
Taffies are all Welsh. Oh, the Taff River.
Yes, that's why they're called Taffies in South Wales.
Well, yeah.
Because they live near the River Taff.
Oh.
North Wales don't. So the opposite end of the country. Paul says, listen to my wife is a dangerous thing to do. I wouldn't say that to her.
No.
No, sir. Stu says, sorry, Julian, I stand corrected. Joe says, see you all tomorrow. See you later, buddy. And Scale Model Ninja says, good afternoon. Hello, Scale Model Ninja, and welcome to the channel. Unfortunately, we were just finishing.
Yeah.
We've got 2.5 minutes left. But this Lysander is starting to look a little bit like an airplane now.
That's right. So I've decided to have the horizontal stabilizer for this is all flying. Well, it's adjustable. So the pilot has a trim wheel on his right side. And it can drive the horizontal stab up and down. So this one is in the takeoff and landing position. So it's in line with the airflow. Whereas if it was flying, it would be in line with the airflow when the tail is that way. So there's that. And that's why you've got a clear window there, because to have this working, you've got to have counterweights in the back of the fuselage to allow that to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have open wheels with fairings removed, no gun racks, no different configurations. So basically, mine will be a spy plane, the SOE variant, what they call the SD.
Again, this is why it's cool when we do the same kits, because we always come up with different solutions and different appearances.
Different ways of doing it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Paul says she has taught me into putting a door into the wall I built the downstairs toilets for. Yeah. Well, it's always handy, there's no point having a toilet if you can't get to it because of a wall. Ian says, hey, Ninja. Tell you what, I totally agree with her, Paul. Tracky said, right, see you guys later then. See you later, buddy.
Cheerio.
Ninja says, hi, cakes. Jim. Oh, shit. Jim says, hello, Ross. Good to see your name in the chat. Hello. And now we know your name. Hello, Ross. Julian says, oh, I joined in all right. We used to play rounders in school. Guess who was wicket-keeper and got hit in the face by the ball coming straight off the bat? Oof. Imagine a teacher explaining that one to health and safety. Ross says, hi, Malta. Yeah, says Malta, yeah. Julian says, Paul, a toilet without a door would be a tad odd. Yeah, it would. Paul says, yes, I already have a door made for the toilet, but she wants a door for the shoe rack now.
Well, just stop shitting in her shoes.
Yeah. God, blimey. You're like a little puppy dog. Like a little puppy dog. Crapping all over the house, apparently.
All right. So tomorrow, the members' choice.
Yes. I will put the poll up after the stream in the channel members Discord.
Okay.
Which reminds me, I need to add new channel members to it.
Yeah, and I need to consider whether I'm going to join or not. So it's going to be vehicles this time around, yeah?
It's whatever you want, mate. Whatever kits. Three, same as last time. Pick whatever 3 kits you want, and then they pick.
But if your
Can't
choices
remember.
are vehicles, so I could look at it like an M16 half track, Monty's Caravan, or I don't know,
Is that the Airfix one?
Which one? Monty
Monty's
Caravan? No,
Yeah.
no, it's a
Oh, it's
ICM 30
ICM
fifth
one,
scale.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice kit, that. Yeah, yeah.
Does look nice. I'll consider it.
Yeah. There you go. Have a think.
Well, I'll go with Tempo, A400.
Send me a list. If you want to take part, send me a list, and I'll put a poll up.
Ew. Me too.
So we've gone from talking about Paul shitting all over the house to putting a poll up, John. There we go.
Classic.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not
Usually
quite sure with that one. I'm not quite sure what we're putting the poll up for, but you're not going to be dancing, are you, John?
So we can use it as a bog brush.
Yes. It's because I've been hoisted on my own petard.
Yes. Oh, so we're using it as a flagpole then.
We'll be using it.
Ian says lots of birthday cake for Paul. Julian says health and safety. Mikey, you're talking about special education school, which managed to drop a friend's broken leg. Health and safety wasn't high on their list of priorities. Paul says, bye guys. See you on Moz's show tonight if you're on the stream. Possibly, I don't know. I'm trying to spend a little bit more time with the wife. So we'll have to see.
I've got to go drinking.
It's a hard life.
I know, yeah.
Ninja says, I'm thinking of going live in a couple of hours doing Warhammer. Nice. So do go check that out. I'm sure Tim would like to watch that as well. But it'll be too early in the morning for him. But yeah, that'd be cool. Make sure you go and check out his channel. And I will certainly go and subscribe to it or subscribe. Right.
Hooroo to you.
On that bombshell, we will see you tomorrow, 12 till 2 for the members build. Until then, it's Hulvar for now.
Cheerio.